see. Okay, that's fine. All right, whatever.
Full day's work for you, huh? 19 tackles?
I didn't even know I had that many. I think the credit has to go to the D-line. I mean, what's nice is when you have a D-line that's stout up front, there's gaps that open up, and it's just one-on-one with the running back, and the guys trust us linebackers enough to just go and make the play. That's what we were able to do.
Pretty potent offense you were going against. Did you feel like you guys kind of held your own against them?
Yeah, we did. We prepared really well throughout the week. Coach Tsuyaki is always great with his schemes, and we do a really good job of making sure that we execute what he has planned. And our defensive line, they did a great job. We did a great job of putting pressure on him. I mean, they still score touchdowns, but I mean, that's what happens when you play great teams. But we just have to make sure that we're assigned sound so that those touchdowns don't happen.
You had a couple of sticks that really got the crowd going. So, with the offense kind of struggling, they needed some plays like that to kind of get into the game. What's that like, being at home and have that kind of happen?
It's just fun. It's fun to go one-on-one with a running back and know that, I mean, sometimes you have the advantage because you weigh more or you're stronger than them. And then when you get up, you hear the crowd cheering for you. I mean, we played against Arizona. It's kind of like a home game there. But out of Utah, we didn't get any cheering on our side. It's just overwhelming. And, I mean, it was just nice to have the crowd on our side.
How tough is it to be part of the defense? Like you said, there were a couple of slip-ups, but for the most part, you guys played really well. And then to see the offense kind of having a tough time in the game, when they're kind of struggling, what's that like to be on the sideline in that type of game? When you guys are playing well, but the offense is struggling.
I mean, we're never worried about our offense. What Coach Tsuyaki continues to reiterate to us is that we have to make sure that we're sound on defense. Coach Itake has put it upon us to make sure that offenses don't score more than 10 points. He said last week, even though they had 13 points, that still was too much for our defense. And we feel like we can hold offenses to one touchdown or to even 0 points. We just somehow managed to let some assignments go by, and it happens. It happens. We're going to watch film and get better.
You guys were holding on to that goal really well there in the first half. What was it about the start of the game to where you guys were, were you just reading something on Rosen, or was there just something about the offense at the start of the game to where you guys were holding them in check?
I think what's nice is we have a scout offense that gives us actually a really good look. We have quarterbacks that aren't playing, but they give us a good look on what Rosen would kind of do in a certain situation. The running backs run tough when we go against them. So we have to give credit to our scout offense because they always give us a good look of the opposing team that we're playing. And this past week they did a great job. And so when it came to the game, it made it a lot easier for us on those reads, and we were just able to make plays.
I saw a play, I think, Butch, where you were going after Josh, and you got to him late, or you got the ball out, and you helped him up, or give him a pat on the back. Is that just kind of your personality when you're playing the game? Because you hit the guys, but then afterwards it seems like there's a friendliness or at least a respect there.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is from Coach Itake. He says you're going to play with love and respect, but you're going to make sure that the opposing team knows that you're there. Rosen knew that we were coming after him, and just because he's such a great quarterback, you have to give respect to him and his offensive line. So, it's really nothing. It's really just part of the game and something that we should all be doing.
Speaking of personality, it seems like every time you make a big hit or a big sack, you come up just smiling, just like a schoolboy. What goes through your head when you make a hit like that?
I think it's just hilarious. I think it's funny to go one-on-one with a running back, and when you crush him, you know that on film it's going to look great and that you're just going to get praise from your mom and dad. Well, from dad, but mom's not going to give you any praise. She's going to say you can work on something else. But it's just nice to know that we've worked so hard, and when it comes to one-on-one situations, we're not worried about, oh, this person's going to beat me. And so when we have the opportunity to take them out, we're going to take it and just smile it off because we have to move on to the next play.
Any of the guys giving you a nickname? Yeah, Pau'u or anything?
I don't know. I'm trying to ignore all the nicknames because they were like, oh, you can be the Hama, you can be Pau'u, you can be Poo too, but no thanks guys, I won't do that. I don't know. There are a lot of names that some of the players have mentioned, but they say that none of them are going to stick, so that's fine with me. Just Pau'u's fine.
Did you get your neck stepped on, or?
I don't know. My helmet has been giving me problems the past 3 games. I always seem to have cuts on my neck and on my face right after a game, so blame the helmet. Blame the helmet.
Not a hickey, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, guys.